Law enforcement in Kootenai County are working together to prepare for protests in Coeur d'Alene this weekend. The protests are centered around the Trump administration and its policies, including the No Kings protest in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Derek Strom spoke to Coeur d'Alene police about keeping the protests peaceful.
If you're here, to protest peacefully, and if you're here for the car show, enjoy the car show.
Protests will be held around the country on Saturday to rally against the Trump administration, including in Coeur d'Alene on Highway 95 near Appleway Avenue. The protests are organized by the Indivisible Project, which hosted other protests in Coeur d'Alene as recently as this month, but law enforcement plans to have a large presence at the protests this weekend.
We want to take the steps that are necessary to protect everybody's rights, both to exercise their First Amendment rights and protest peacefully, and then also to keep everybody safe for the events that we have. And so those are things that are important to us.
Coeur d'Alene Police says it plans to work with the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office and Idaho State Police to keep the protests peaceful. The Sheriff's Office says it plans to have a very large presence this weekend in case of any violence.
We have a great working relationship with both the Kootenai County and with the state police, and if we need resources, they've been great in the past at helping us out anytime that we've needed them.
Coeur d'Alene Police says it doesn't just work with local law enforcement agencies when it comes to protests. It had a few of its officers called to Spokane for the protests earlier this week, and it could call on agencies from Washington to send help as well if it needs it this weekend.
The people that live in this area don't know that there's a state line, and the state line wouldn't necessarily stop us. If they need help, obviously we want to be able to assist them, and they were concerned about things that could happen, and so we had officers that were ready to go. And
the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says it's focused on enforcing the rule of law in case of any violence at protests. Sheriff Bob Norris said in a statement, "While I fully support your right to free speech, actions involving violence, destruction of property, including those against law enforcement officers, will be met with a swift and lawful response." In Coeur d'Alene, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.